there's nothing you can do. Like, they're the police, do you know what I mean? Who do you go to when the police are doing that to you? Like, they know full well that they're in charge, and the way I see it, once you go through them custody doors, do you know, as soon as the van pulls in and both shutters go down on both sides, the tension, like, you can just feel it, do you know what I mean? It changes completely.
Scarlett, now 18, says she was strip-searched in police custody aged 14 because police thought she was concealing an e-cigarette.
They just said, take your clothes off, your socks, all your clothes, keep your knickers and bra on. They were searching in my toes again, in my waistband of my knickers, making me pull my bra up to see if, you know, if anything dropped out.
And what do you think? I mean, what do you think the reason was they did it? Because it doesn't sound...
Probably to humiliate me, to be honest with you. Like, when I think of it now, I was young, like, I didn't want anyone to see my body, do you know, at that age, especially, like, strangers. Safety around.
Did you have, I mean, you were 14, you must have had an appropriate adult with you when you were strip searched.
No.
Really?
My appropriate adult hadn't been called. I'd just got to they were checking me in.
Right.
At that point, no one's ever there. Your solicitors, they've not even called the solicitor. They've not called appropriate adult. Like, I was literally just being checked in.
So you're a child and they didn't call an appropriate adult to strip search you?
No, they didn't ask me if I wanted one or nothing.
Right.
But at the time, I didn't really think of that, because at that time, I didn't know if they were saying, like, take my clothes off, I'd just do it because they're the police.
Greater Manchester Police is now subject to an inquiry by Dame Vera Bard, which was launched following a Sky News investigation into strip searches broadcast in July. While police have the right to search for contraband items such as weapons or drugs, we featured 3 women who said they were stripped without justification, one of them completely naked because, again, police were looking for a vape. And we showed you this video footage of Zayna Iman being stripped in a police cell while apparently unconscious. Zayna also alleged she was drugged and raped in custody, and after exercising her right to see the footage from her time in the cell, found that 2 hours were missing. She says she has flashbacks of being abused.
I don't talk about my memories, and the reason I don't talk about my memories is because I don't want to believe them myself. It would have been far easier if Greater Manchester Police's narrative of me was right.
Greater Manchester Police say there's currently no evidence of criminality, and only after our report was broadcast said Zayna's footage was stored on discs, but one disc corrupted, and the parent footage on the servers had been overwritten. Sky News can reveal that 2 years ago, the Mayor's office confirmed GMP told them they'd reviewed the custody footage and did not find evidence to support the allegations. But there was no mention of corrupted footage. GMP repeated the claim in a letter to Zayna last year, saying urgent actions were taken, which included reviewing the CCTV footage from the cell you were detained in. How could they do that if it was corrupted?
You're quite right that initially the Deputy Mayor's office was assured that the whole footage was available, and it has turned out subsequently that that is not the case. And I think that we can expect Dame Vera in the course of her inquiries to comment on how footage is handled.
Zayna wants police officers to be questioned, and last week went to see Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham, telling us afterwards she was not reassured that the Baird review and a new IOPC investigation will get the answers she wants.
I'm not happy with the responses. Why do these people not understand that sex offenders are still serving?
GMP says it's fully supporting the IOPC investigation and Baird review and engaging with those affected, but will not be commenting publicly until the findings have been published. With regards to Scarlett, they say, when in police care and custody, people can and should expect to be treated with care and dignity and within approved guidelines. Unfortunately, this report does not sound like these values were reflected in the young woman's experience. I thank Sky News for bringing this concerning complaint to GMP's attention. They've also been in touch with Scarlett to progress her complaint. More worrying stories are emerging. Scarlett's is one of several cases Sky News is passing on to the inquiry, and abuse victims charity, the Maggie Oliver Foundation, say they are taking 5 other women to meet the inquiry chair this week. Jason Farrell, Sky News.